Hey guys, what's up? Dips here, and today we're going to be looking at EURGBP, that's the euro to the Great British Pound, right? And today is just another confluence strategy for smart money concept. Now, already you can see that my chart is already pretty much labeled, and what we are looking for now is this Asian session close, right? So if we go on 15-minute time frame, you can see what the previous Asian session had done here. It has been building up liquidity, which has been swept by the UK session and then the London by the London session and then the New York session as well. So now you see that there's a trend line liquidity building up here. So for every swing point here, we have liquidity resting beneath it, right? So what I'm anticipating now is for the opening of the London session to come down and sweep all these liquidities here and then tap into this other block and then push forward. At the same time, we can honor the strength that the London session is bringing to the market. So at the same time, we want to also anticipate that this other block may be our second level to test. So we have two possible trade setup or two possible trade ideas from these 2 points. Either ways, we are going to be long in this market, so we're not selling. Although we can love to sell from this range up until here, but that would be a B setup, not an A setup, because the expectation order flow is bullish. So these are the possibility scenarios. So I'll come back to give you an update on the outcome of the London session. All right, guys, take it easy and stay tuned. See you in the London session. Hey guys, welcome back. And so we are currently now in the UK, London session, right? And when we last left off, we anticipated that price was going to sweep this Asian low and take us into this our other block that is sitting right here. And that's exactly what it has done. Now, I also made mention of the fact that you could actually sell this market up onto the way to this other block, right? Of which I did. And let me check. Yeah, so you can see that I entered a series of sales here and took my profit just before the other block right here. I think I took my profit here. So now what can we see? We are currently in late UK session, right? And thinking about an hour time or so, we'll be entering to the US session. So what do we expect price to do? Remember I said our order flow was bullish, right? So I'm anticipating price to come back here and take price all the way up. Okay, now price seems to have tapped in and started moving already, which is which is quite sad, because I mean, I wish I got in early, but you see, that's the problem. You smart money or with your trading plan, you don't always have to be in a rush. We have anticipated this move here, and so believing that it will go up is another anticipation, like its probabilities, right? So rather than you jumping into the buy without it giving us the proper confluences, it's better you just lose the trade or you wait for another proper entry confirmation. And right here now, this is the only I can see to enter this trade from around somewhere like here. This will be fair enough. So if price taps into here, we'll anticipate that it's tap here and then keep going upwards, right? But if you want to really hold your stop loss very tight, this would be a perfect entry for you to get into this market, and then you'll be targeting a 1:, I think a 1:, this will be a 1:11. Okay, so we are believing that this US session that is opening, we want to take London. We want to maybe take out the lows of London as a sweep of liquidity, right? And then push price all the way up. So I think I'll stop this video again and come back to complete it in mid US session. Normally I would have stopped this video here, but I think we have to see it through. So right now, I'm currently not in a buy position. I've already opened a sell here all the way here, which is my first trade for the day. And my second trade will be to follow the expectational order flow, which is to take out the highs on 4 hour by tapping into my entry from this entry point right here. So I'll see you again in the New York session. Take care. Hey guys, okay, welcome back to the well, this is the third part of our video, and we are just past New York session. I think we are currently trading in Sydney session. That's the session before Tokyo session, which is the Asian session, right? And previously I think our last before our break, we're trading the UK session right here. And here we had anticipated our price as the opening of the London session was going to take out the Asian lows, right? That's the liquidity resting here, and all this liquidity that's built up from double bottoms to this trend line liquidity, and that we can very much see happened right here. And I did anticipate that we could take a sell from this level, which I had taken on my Discord channel right here. EURGBP. So you can see the sell. I took it from the origin and took it all the way down to this level. Why? Because I was anticipating a buy from this level. Then we then came on our second video. We saw that price tapped into this order block. That's this first order block right here, and we saw our price moved immediately. And then we anticipated our price will have to come back to test this level for it to go. So when price came here, it actually tapped me into a buy, and I was able to secure, or I won't say secure because I actually lost this trade. But we, as a trade, or as the chart implies, we're able to secure 1:2.3, right? So what happens is that when my price has moved 1:1, normally I only set my stop loss back to break even, and that ultimately took me out here. So I actually lost like $1. So yeah, and again, if you rewind the video, you also find out that opening of the New York session, we don't know the strength in which the London session may actually pull down. So if this order block may have not been respected, right, then we should also look to be going down. And this is also because of the fact that our expectational order flow was bullish at the time, right? Because we still have this break of structure here. So our last point of interest will be this level right here, this order block here. So now the New York session has taken price from, I think, this level all the way down here. So what is going to happen now is for us to see what the Asian session is going to build, the mode of which the Asian session will consolidate and gather up liquidity, that the London session might push market to the upside, right? So this will be one of our last points of interest before coming down to maybe areas like this right here. So for now, we're only able to secure the sell on the EURGBP. That's the sell that the London session brought to take profit here. Then we had a break even on this trade. Now we're currently trading here. So you see our arrow is still here. So we are looking for price to actually retrace from here and start pushing all the way to the upside. Why that is not guaranteed again, because the New York session has closed. We can actually see that price is still within this order block, right? So until tomorrow, before we'll be able to figure out what happens. But the takeaway from this video is that you can actually use these sessions opening and closing, right, to anticipate where price is going to be headed in terms of taking out liquidity and targeting liquidity as well. We saw that the London session was able to push price down to take out all this build-up of trendline liquidity as well as double bottom and every liquidity resting at each of these range structural swing points, right, all the way here. And also it's important to note that I think Forex Factory, we also had the news coming up today, so that also influenced the price movement that we have seen today. So we had this news right here. So this affected price movement as well as the CAD news, because these are very high impact news. So that also affected our analysis. But all the same, we're still within range. We also took some profit in today. And yeah, like I said, even though we anticipate price to move in certain directions, we don't always have to open those things if our confluences don't meet. Now, let's give a practical example. Take for instance, this trade I lost $1. Now, the price tapped into our other block, correct? And I did not open my trade immediately. Normally, if I just come click, if it has tapped in and just I start letting it go, it can do that quite all right, but I would not. I waited for price to actually come back, tap me into the area that I want, because this is the area. It's not about missing the trade. It's about what I can afford to lose. So I must wait for price to tap into this area, because this will afford me the amount of money I can lose and not feel bad about it. Okay. So normally my target was this high. I think if you check the video, you see that I always like to target the 4-hour high. So I always like being that ambitious anyways. But normally if I reach like 0, 1:3, I like to take out like 50% of my or 80% of my position on 1:3. But here I did not even get to 1:3. I got to 1:2 at best. And I thought it would still go up, like it wanted to retest, but the New York session just came and took me straight out. And again, I also did not look here. This New York session was also because of this. We had a break of structure here, right? So if you look closely, you see we had a break of structure here, right? An internal break of structure. Then we had a change character here. You see? But I did not factor in all of this. In fact, I did not even see this because my mind was already on. My mind was hell-bent on we're coming to tap in and we're moving to the upside, right? So I had an internal change of character here. And what happened? This left this other block here. And again, since this is a session opening, I did not factor that into know the strength of which the New York session will work. This would have been my entry for a sell, because we have been bearish from here. It happened here, right? We tapped in here. Price took us down, broke this level, tapped in again, took us all the way down, right? And now it has happened here again. This would have been my perfect entry to take a sell all the way down here. But I did not anticipate that because you can't see everything, obviously, okay? So right now, that's for this video. And thanks for watching. I probably will do another video to update us, or you can also go to the chat and look at the history of what's going to play out, if price is going to move from here or price is going to keep going down. Now, I do not know what's going to happen, as the market is heavily bearish now, and more likely than not, you may actually see price coming to take out this low right here, and then we'll have a change of character, and then we'll start pulling all the way to the downside. So until next time, guys, take care and take it easy, and please like, subscribe, and yeah, take care.